Hey guys, it's me, Carly, coming at you with another video. And I'm going to be discussing the finale of Famous in Love and my thoughts on it. And I wrote a post on Tumblr about it, but sorry this is up late because I only watched it a month ago and couldn't review it recently because of I was on a trip for a month and I just got home. I was visiting my aunt and uncle and my dad in Washington, and it was a good visit. And another video I plan on doing is a time I got catfished video when I was a senior in high school, and just telling you guys bits and pieces about my life that I choose to share. But anyways, on to the finale of Famous in Love. Well, okay, I'm gonna have to recall from memory and I don't have notes written down, but I enjoyed the finale. But my favorite part was Paige dragging Jake. Like, nothing's ever your fault, because for those of you guys know, Paige cheated on Jake with an old boyfriend of hers. And, you know, I would normally rant and rave about how cheating's bad, but in this case, I don't really care that Paige cheated on Jake, because Jake's a douchebag, and I despise the ship Jage, because as most of you know, or not most of you, but in my personal opinion, I think Jage is close to being Carmel, like Kara and Mon-El from Supergirl, other than Jake's not a former slave owner and didn't shove aside a black man so Kara could date a former slave owner. No, but the reason I don't like Jake and Paige as a couple is because, like, Jake is so ungrateful. He didn't defend Paige when someone called her mediocre actress or something. I don't know. He didn't stick up for Paige when she said that she wasn't going to be drinking and had to get up the next morning to go to a photo shoot. And the whole reason he was at this one event, which was like Rainer's Save the Environment event, was so that he could get a job for his directing career, and so it could take off. And she's trying to be helpful, but all he does is turn around and shit on her. And it reminds me of Kara and Mon-El, because Kara is trying to help Mon-El find a job and navigate his way through Earth as an Earthling would, having a job and earning some, paying bills and all that good stuff, which people on Earth have to do, because just because he's from Daxam doesn't mean he can't adapt to Earth's ways. No, but instead Mon-El goes into the closet and he is screwing Eve Tessmacher in the closet, which Kara beautifully chews him out for. So I don't like Jake and Mon-El for those reasons, because Kara and Paige deserve better. And then, let's see, he is like, both Jake and Mon-El treat their women like shit. And then let's see, Jake plans on finishing his movie Stealing Georgia with Paige, which Paige is excited about because Cassie gave her the news instead. But because he saw Rainer there with her, he gets jealous and decides to finish it with Billy, even though he planned on finishing it with Paige. And it was Paige's last day on set, so, like, no one finds that to be an issue? And then, he's so ungrateful. And he's, like, assuming cheating, even though I brought this up again. I'll bring it up again. He went and screwed Lexi in another state to try and get ahead on his directing career, but he's mad at Paige for cheating. And then he flat out admits that he probably would have cheated with Billy, and he's considered it. So I don't know what's worse, emotionally cheating and thinking about the act of physical cheating, or having no emotions attached, having a one-night stand and cheating on your man. Like, what Paige did, it pales in comparison to all the other things Jake's done. Another way that Jake kind of reminds me of Mon-El is that, yeah, again, they're both ungrateful. And then, like, Mon-El gets mad at Kara for no reason. Where Paige or Jake, never mad at Mike. Jake.
She's clearly using Raina for his fame, even though she's famous, and she's trying to get her acting career back. And she's like making excuses, and I feel like she's somewhat of a psycho or sociopath. I don't know if she is or not. She just like treats Rainer like dirt, and Rainer, who is an alcoholic, finds out his best friend and his mom were screwing, and then he, is accused by Jordan of leaking bad press, and he's just a douche. He's a douchewad, and I don't like him. Or, not Rainer. Harper is a douche, too, and there's a lot of characters I really, really don't like. And she's just a user, and Jake kicked her to the curb, and not Jake. Rainer kicked her to the curb, and Harper should go and date Jake, because they're both toxic people to their significant other, and they don't mind using each other, so yeah. Also thought Billy and Jake were gonna get together because it's implied, but I don't know if that's gonna happen or not. But considering that show has been canceled and the actors found out through Twitter, which is a really shitty way to find out, I hope it happens. I hope there's a season 3. I'm not holding my breath, but we'll see. Maybe we can get it to pick up on Netflix. Who knows? Okay, next relationship, Pablo and Tangi.
Tangy, just go be with Jordan. Please. Because you are way, way too good for... I think she's too good for both of them, but I like Jordan. And Tangy doesn't deserve all the anxiety and strife she goes through on a... Like, her mom is manipulative and tricks her into signing release forms, which is in a different episode of season 2. And then her mom is selfish because apparently she doesn't care about Lexi, which we'll get to in a second. But, like, Tangy still is a caring person. And, like, she doesn't deserve... My girl don't deserve to cry sad tears. She doesn't deserve to be abused. And then Pablo is, like, scaring the ever-living crap out of her by kicking the door and being one of those really jealous guys who turns violent when he can't have control over her. So I just... No. Like, Pablo, Ida, Jake, and Harper, and somewhat Nina are all on my shit list. Lexi is still is in between. But now I want to know who ended up in the hospital. Is Jordan going to go to jail for kicking Pablo's butt? What's going to happen? Is Pablo going to jail for domestic violence? I don't know. So yeah, Famous in Love is a pretty good show so far. It really picks up in season 2. But my favorite part, surprisingly, and I really don't care for the character of Lexi, is Lexi faking crazy to get out of her show. Like, that's pretty messed up. But she was desperate to get out of that show, and it worked. And holy crap, I'm glad her and Tangy are friends again. Even though Lexi started out as a bitch. But I think if the show is given another chance at season 3, I could possibly grow to like Lexi. And, the acting's good. Cassie, I think, moved to Switzerland with her boyfriend? I don't know. But who knows what Cassie's gonna do. But yeah. So those are pretty much my thoughts on Famous in Love. Ida can choke, Jake can choke, Harper can choke. And they're just terrible people. Terrible, ungrateful, controlling people that... But I'm glad that Lexi was able to get out of her show. And I really want to see what happens with Lexi in the asylum. So, anyways, if you guys have any recommendations, thoughts on the show, or anything, please leave a comment down below. Critiques are necessary, but please be respectful, and have a good one.